Hello everyone. So again we are coming to the water next video. After 6 videos, it is a seventh video. I hope everyone is enjoying those 6 videos. So most of the viewers are responding very nicely. So I'm very thankful. So how much they are liking with that by seeing those videos I can explain. So many are giving the what nice comments also. Thank you all of them. So I will do those whatever the you are doing likes or whatever the subscriptions which I am getting, so those will boost me to do more number of videos. So thank you all of you. So now next so I don't want to waste the time. So next we are going to see the first order rate equation. So how to, what is mean by first order, what are the examples of first order reactions, and after that we are going to see integrated form of first order and exponential form of first order. In case of gas phase reactant, if the reactants are gas phase, then how to calculate the rate constant for that first order reaction. So those all we will discuss. After that, half-life and related problems. For each and every model, I will give you one model questions. So those model questions, if you have understood, means you can do any question. Is that clear? So I hope everyone knows the my channel Appa Chemistry Classes. Those who not subscribed, you can subscribe now. Thank you. Now we are coming to the first order reaction here. So what is mean by first order reaction amma here? The first order reaction is nothing but the reaction in which rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration of reactant and its power 1 is called what? First order reaction. That is, rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration of reactant. Is that clear? So that is what definition of first order reaction. Now what are the examples for this first order reaction we are going to see. Now what are the examples right here? The decomposition of this gaseous reactant, the decomposition of N2O5 or the decomposition of laughing gas N2O is also comes under what? First order example. And also decomposition of hydrogen peroxide into H2O and O2, and also decomposition of sulfuryl chloride. This is called what is SO2Cl2, sulfuryl chloride into sulfur dioxide and chlorine. And also most important, hydrolysis of ester in acidic medium. We had seen in video number 5. There pseudo unimolecular reaction, pseudo bimolecular reaction we had seen. In pseudo unimolecular reaction, we had discussed the example of what hydrolysis of ester in acidic medium in unimolecular. Pseudo bimolecular, we had discussed the hydrolysis of ester in basic medium. Now, next is what are radioactive disintegration reaction. So, in this case, radioactive disintegration reaction, all radioactive disintegration reactions are first order. Okay, na? So, in physics also you will have the nuclear physics will be there. In that also you will get. So, there also you will see the first order reaction. So, it is very helpful if you have understood in here. So, it will be very easy in case of physics. Next, hydrogenation of ethene to ethane. So, in presence of metal surface, what happens? Hydrogenation of ethene to ethane. And also decomposition of ammonium nitrite to the nitrogen gas and water. These all will be what? Examples of first order reaction. Now, we are taking one simple equation. With that equation, I am going to explain the how to calculate the integrated form of first order. Now you see simply first what happens. This is a chemical reaction. This is a reactant A. This reactant A is converting into product. At initial condition, whose initial concentration is A, at that time, at initial condition, there are no products are formed. That is concentration of product at initial condition. At time T is equal to 0, 0 number of products are formed. After some time, what happens? X quantity of reactant is consumed. X quantity of reactant is consumed or reacted. How much quantity of reactants are reacted and converted to product? X quantity. X quantity of product is formed, X quantity of reactant is consumed. After T time, the final concentration or the leftover concentration will be what happens? Initial minus consumed one. That is, initial is A, consumed one is what? X. That is A minus X. Here what? Initially 0. So formed product will be what? X. 0 plus x is what? X. That is what? The reaction in which that process will takes place when the reactants are converting into product. Now, according to definition of first order reaction, now we are going to see here what? Rate of disappearance of this reactant, which is nothing but what? We can represent it as dA by dt is directly proportional to concentration of reactant power 1. Now from this, what we can write? Minus d of A by dt is equal to K1 into A power 1. So that is K1 is what? It is a first order rate constant. K1 is what? First order rate constant. That rate constant is independent on the concentration. It is a proportionality constant. It depends only on the water temperature. That you need to remember. Now whatever the A terms are there, no, that A terms you take that one side and dt you send that side. Then what happens? Minus d concentration, disappearance of A into concentration of A is equal to K1 into dt. Now do the integrating on both sides. Do integration on both sides by applying the water limits. So integration of minus of integration of dA by A is equal to K1 is constant, keep constant outside the integration dt. Now what we have doing here? Initial concentration is A. That initial concentration is changing into what? Final concentration, that is A minus X. We have to apply the limits. And here time what happens? Initial time is 0 or final time is what? T. 0 to T. Now you see here integration of 1 by x dx. It is in that form or not? Integration of 1 by x dx form. Now we can write it as what? Ln of x. Ln of x. In place of x, what is there? A is there. So you write the what? Ln of A. Ln of A. So and limits we have to apply. Here bracket is there. Don't forget this negative charge here. A to A minus x is equal to K1 into. So integration of dx is what? X, that is t. So 0 to t limits. So what we have to do? Upper limit minus lower limit. That is upper limit is what? A minus x minus of ln of A minus x. Ln of A minus x minus lower limit ln of A. In place of this we have to write this one. So is equal to what? K1 into upper limit is what? T, lower limit is 0, T minus 0. Now here multiply this minus into here. Then what happens? Ln of minus into minus, it becomes plus ln of A. Minus into plus minus, it becomes minus ln of A minus x is equal to K1T. So how it is? It is a log A plus log A minus log B form. So we can write it as log A by B. A by B. A in place of A what we have? Initial concentration. B final concentration is equal to K1. Sorry, it is K1T. K1T. So how it is? Y is equal to mx. Just you round off it. So which is very important reaction. Now you can take the water here. We are plotting the graph. Ln of A by A minus x versus time. What happens? How it will be? On x-axis time we are taking, on y-axis ln of A by A minus x. So y equal to mx. Graphs will passing through the origin. When we are plotting the graph between ln of A by A minus x versus time, what is the slope here? Slope will be what? Slope m is equal to K1. So it is very important. From this K1 is equal to what happens? K1 is equal to 1 by T into ln of A by A minus x. Very important one. Okay na? And also you also round off it. Okay na? So now from this, have you understood this one? Okay, that is what we are calling rate constant in first order reaction. So if you are replacing the what ln with log, We have to multiply with what? 2.303 by t log of a by a minus x. Okay na? Is that clear? So these are what important relations. That is the rate constant when the reactants are expressed in terms of concentration. Next we are going to see here one more graph, that is important one. When we are plotting the what graph between what final concentration versus time. Now you take the what this equation, ln of a minus ln of a minus x is equal to k1t. What I am doing, this k1t plus k1t I am taking this side, minus ln of a minus x I am taking that side. Then what happens right here? So ln of minus a minus x, ln of a minus x will be that side, it will becomes what plus. So it is coming this side, then what happens? Minus k1, you can write it as what? K1t, it is taking this side, this is going here. So plus ln a is going, it is plus ln a will be as it is, plus ln of a will be as it is. How it is? Y is equal to mx plus c form. Now here what is the slope here? Slope is what? Slope is negative slope. So on y axis what we are taking? Ln of a minus x. So on x axis we are taking time. Okay now. So then what happens here? We are getting negative slope like this. This is what intercept c is equal to ln of a. So here it is what slope. What is the slope value here? Slope m is equal to minus k1. So this is very important one. Slope and intercept when we are plotting ln of a minus x versus time. Is that clear? These graphs are very important. So I had explained simultaneously graph also. This is what rate constant when concentration of reactant is expressed in mole per liter in case of solution. Now we will see the what exponential form of first order. Exponential form of first order. What is the exponential form of first order reaction, which is very important, you see. So we have now this formula, we are taking that is ln of a by a minus x is equal to k1 into t. So ln is nothing but what? Base e. So if it is goes that side, then what happens? A by a minus x is equal to e power k1t. So what I am doing? I am doing the reverse, reciprocal I am doing. Then what happens? A minus x by a, it becomes what? 1 by e power k1t. It will go up, means e power minus k1t. So it can be written as a minus x by a can be written as 1 minus x by a. Again if you are taking LCM a, again we are getting same. So then what happens? E power k1t. Then from this x by a is equal to minus x by a I am taking that side, plus value I am taking this side. Then what happens? It becomes minus k1t. So from this x is equal to a into 1 minus e power k1t. So it is called exponential form of first order. Very important, exponential form of first order. So next we are going to see the water. Next we are going to see in case of if the reactants are present in gaseous state. So how to calculate its rate constant in terms of gaseous reactant. Now, so first order in case of gaseous reactant. So in case of first order, first example we had taken, that is a decomposition of nitrogen pentoxide. What happens? It is decomposed to what? Two gases it will give out. That is what if you are taking a gas, when it is undergoes decomposition, we are getting X plus Y, two gases we are getting in the decomposition process. So one compound will be split into two more compounds. At T is equal to 0, its initial pressure will be what? To Pi. Its initial pressure is Pi. Here it is what? To 0. After T time what happens? some quantity of reactant will be converted to product. That is what X atmosphere of will be converted to product. Here X atmosphere of X is formed. Here X atmosphere of Y is formed. Then what is leftover concentration? That is leftover partial pressure will be Pi minus initial pressure minus consumed one. That is Pi minus X atmosphere. Here X atmosphere. Here X atmosphere. Now total pressure will be what? Here total pressure after T time. Total pressure after T time. That is what PT. PT is equal to what happens? Pi minus X plus X plus X. That is what happens? Pi plus X is equal to PT. So from that X is equal to what happens? PT minus Pi. So you substitute this X value in the final concentration, final pressure. That is final pressure. Final pressure after T time. After T time. That is what? Pi minus of PT minus Pi. Okay, since Pi minus X, no, final pressure is nothing but what? It is nothing but Pi minus X. In place of X value, I am substituting that. So then what happens? It is Pi minus of minus plus 2Pi plus Pi plus Pi, 2Pi minus PT. That is final pressure. Now what we know here, rate constant K1 is equal to 2.303 by T log of initial pressure, that is Pi, by final pressure Pf. Okay, now so that is K1 is equal to 2.303 by T log of initial pressure is what? Pi. So final pressure is what? 2 Pi minus Pt. That is when the reactant is expressed in terms of atmosphere, that is reactants are in gaseous reactant, then we have to use this formula. Is that clear? So 2 rate constant, total 3 rate constant, 3 forms of rate constant we had seen. One is what? Integrated form, exponential form. In case of gaseous reactant, integrated form. Is that clear? So very important. Next we are going to see the what? Half-life. Very, very important. Half-life. Simply you will understand this half-life method. Okay. So once listen carefully. So you pause the video and note down each and every point. It is very important. If you have any doubts, you can comment in the comment section. So I will try to give reply. Next is what? Half-life. In the last class I told you what is mean by half-life period. Half-life is nothing but what? The time required to consume half of the initial concentration is called what? Half-life. That is T 50% or T half-life. T half. Okay, now. So now that is what we have to place the what? X in place of X. The time required to consume half of its initial concentration. Initial concentration is A. Its half will be what? A by 2. The time becomes what? T half. Okay, now. So we know that what? A minus X will be what happens? A minus A by 2. That is nothing but 2A minus A by 2. That is A by 2 we are getting. So now we have the integrated form of first order will be what? 2.303 by T log of initial concentration by final concentration. So now you substitute all those values. 2.303 by, in place of T you substitute the T half, log of A by A minus X. In place of A minus X you can substitute the A by 2. So A get cancelled, 1 by 2 if it is goes up, log 2 it becomes. So T half is equal to 2.303. This T half I am taking this side, K1 is taken this side, K1. So here what happens? Log 2. Log 2 value is how much? Log 2 value is 0.3010. 0.3010 by K1. So if you multiply these two, T half will be 0.693 by K1, which is very, very important one. Now in this case, here half-life of first order reaction, is it depending on the initial concentration? No. So for which order reaction half-life is independent on the initial concentration? That is first order. First order reaction, does not half-life of first order reaction does not depend on the initial concentration of reactant. But whereas in case of zero order, T half is directly proportional to initial concentration, but rate is independent on the concentration of reactant. Here half-life is independent on the initial concentration. Is that clear? Half-life will be remains constant. Is that clear? Now you see here, for example, initially we have what 100% of initial concentration is there. In 100, what is the 50%? It will be half of 100 will be what to 50. The time required to consume half of the initial concentration. That is what we are calling T half. 50 lo half. In 50, what is the half? 25. In 25, what is the half? 12.5. 12.5. In 12.5 half, 6.25. In 6.25, what is the half? 3.125. Okay, so on we can do like that. In 3.125, what is the half? It is 1.565. Okay, now first. So from 100 to 50, it is what the time required to consume half. That is 50% time. Now here what happens? 100 to 25 it is going. Initial concentration is what? 100. Final concentration is 25, which means that how much quantity of reactant is consumed here? 75%. 100 initially it is. Finally is what it is? 25. How much quantity it is consumed? 75% it is consumed. So the time required to consume 75% will be what happens? 2 T halves. Is it or not? T half remains constant. So it is not depend on the what initial concentration. It will be remains constant. T75 will depends on the what 2 T halves. T75 is equal to 2 T halves, which is very important relation. And also similarly from 100 to initial concentration 100 to 12.5 means how much it is consumed. Initially is 100, final is 12.5. So 100 minus 12.5, how much it is left over? That is consumed reactant will be what? 93.75% is equal to how many T halves? 1, 2, 3. 3 T halves. 3 T halves. This is also important relation. After that, you see the what? From 100 to 6.25. 100 to 6.25. Now in this case, how many T halves it is? Total 4 T halves. How much quantity of reactant is consumed here? 100 to 6.25 means 100 minus 6.25 is how much? 93.90. Sorry. So it is 87.75. Okay, now here 93 point. It is 87.50%. It is what? 93.75%. Time will be what? 4 T halves. So similarly, again, here it is what? Up to here. That is 100 minus that value. It is equal to what? 5 T halves. Is that clear? So half-life problems are very easy. So if you do like this, half-life will be remains constant. Is that clear? Now we are going to see the what? One more relation will be there. That is when we are doing the what? The time required to consume initial number of, that is what? T 99.9% will be how many T halves? 10 T half. This relation is very important. So if you want this derivation, I will tell you here. T half is nothing but what? T 50%. Now in the initial only I told you in zero order also. So percentage of reactant consumed will not will be changes the what? Rate constant. Rate constant of order of the reaction will be remains the same. Now here X is equal to 99.9%. So A minus X is equal to, A will be what? 100. If they are percent, they are saying A minus X will be what? 0.1. In this case, so X is equal to 50. A minus X will be what happens? 50. Initially is what? 100. Okay now. So the time required to T is equal to what? T 99.9%. Here T is equal to what? T 50%. Now you substitute in this 2.303 by T 99.9%. log of a by a minus x. Okay na? So is equal to 2.303 by t 50% log of a by a minus x. Now in this case what happened? 2.303 get cancelled. 1 by t 99.9% of log of initial concentration is 100, final is what? 0.1 is equal to, here 1 by t 50%, it is log of 100 by how much it is? 50. A minus x is what? 50. If you do cancellation, it is what? Log 2 it is. So now you can take here, I will write here. What happens here? 0.1, 10 power minus 1, if it is goes up 10 power plus 1, 10 power plus 1, 10 power plus 2, that is log 10 power 3, 1 by t 99.9% log of 10 power 3 is equal to what? There 1 by t 50% log of log 2 value is how much? Log 2 value, that is 0.3010. So here what happens? We can write it as 3 log 10. Log 10 is 1. 3 by t 99.9% is equal to 0.3010 by t 50%. Now in this case what happens? T 99.9% is equal to that is t 99.9% is equal to 3 by 0.3010 into t 50%. Okay na? So you can write it as 3 into 10 power minus 1, the 10 power minus 1 will send up. Then 3 into 10, that is 30 by 3, it is nothing but what? 10. That is t 99.9% is equal to 10 t 50%. Is that clear? So that relation is very important. Along with these relations, you need to remember these some more relations also. These are very important. So simple, you can remember easily. That is t 99% is equal to 2t 90%. If any questions are asked based on this 99 versus 90%, you can do. Here how many 9s are there? 2. 2 times of t 90. T 99.9%. 3t 90%. How many 9s are there here? 3 9s. So 3 times the t 90. Just it is a simple trick for remembering. So how many 9s are there? 4. 4t 90%. If you want, you can solve this one by doing like this same method. Okay, Amma. Next you see here 19% of first order reaction is completed in 40 minutes. Calculate the time for 27.1% completion of reaction. So just now I told you here, I had explained you that is a T 50% and T 99.9%, how to calculate. Same method you have to do here. So first you note down here what the data they given. So time for what? Time for 19% they given. How much it is? 40 minutes. Means x is equal to how much here? 19%. Percent they given means initially you take it as what? 100. So a minus x will be what happens? 100 minus 19. 100 minus 19 means what? 89 it is. 81 sir. 81. Now here what are time for 27.1% they are asking to calculate. X is how much? 27.1%. So a is 100. So a minus x will be what happens? 100 minus 27.1, that is 72.9 it will be. Okay na? So all the values we got, you substitute in the rate constant formula, that is 1 by t 19%. T 19%, that is nothing but what? I will write one more step here. T 19% log of a by a minus x is equal to what happens here? 1 by t to 27.1% log of a by a minus x. Here 2.303 get cancelled. So for that reason I had not written. So 1 by t 19% is how much? 40. So log of a is what? 100 by how much it is? 81. So is equal to 1 by t 27.1% log of a is what? 100 by 72.9 it is. Okay, now you can take it as, so don't cancel anything else. Just if it is like that, 81 is what? Perfect square of 9. 100 is what? Perfect square of 10. Here also, what happens? This value, I will write it as this value, that is log of, can I write like this? 1000 by 729. Can I write like that? We can write, because a decimal is taken out, then 10 power minus 1, it will go up, 10 power plus 1, 100 into 10, that is 1000. So this can be written as log of 10 by 9 whole cube. 9 cube is what? 729. Okay, na? So here what I can write here, 1 by 40 log of 10 by 9 whole square is equal to 1 by 2, 27.1%, log of, here what happens? 10 by 9 whole power cube. So then what happens? I will do here calculation part. Then what happens? 1 by 40. So this log of x power n form, that is n into log x, 2 into log of 10 by 9 is equal to, what happens? Here 3 into 3 by t, 27.1%, log of 10 by 9, log of 10 by 9, log 10 by 9 get cancelled. What is left over here? 20. You take here 1 by 20 is there. So we need the what to t 27%. T 27% is equal to 27.1% is equal to 3 times of 20, that is 60 minutes. Is that clear? So that is the way you need to do. When they are given like this, perfect squares or not, you have to do like this. Okay, is that clear? Next, this one, rate and rate constant of first order reaction they given. So rate they given and rate constant they given. We know that what rate is equal to K into concentration of reactant power 1. So rate is how much? 2.4 into 10 power minus 3 mole per second. So what they given? Rate constant 3 into 10 power minus 3 per second. Concentration of reactant they are asking to calculate. A or R you can take. Second inverse get cancelled. 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 3 get cancelled. Concentration of A becomes what? 2.4 by 3. So 3 8s are 24, that is 0.8 moles. That is the concentration. Simple problem. Now next we are going to see the water. This fourth question. So fourth question, how I am solving, try to listen carefully. Now first order reaction of concentration of reactant decreased from 16 molar to 4 molar in 20 minutes. Calculate the time required to decrease the concentration of reactant from 2 molar to 0.25 molar. Now here you can do by using the rate constant method. So initial concentration is 16, final is A minus X is 4 molar, time is 20 minutes. You will get rate constant. That rate constant you utilize here. K1 is equal to that rate constant. It is initial, it is final concentration. Then you can calculate the time. Whatever the rate constant here, we are getting that by using that rate constant, you can calculate time here. So it is a lengthy process. It takes much time. Without that taking the time, you can see here. How I am explaining. So initial 16 molar. In 16 half it is how much? 8. 8 half will be what? 4. In 4 half will be what? 2. In 2 half will be what? 1. In 1 half will be what? 0.5. In 0.5 half will be what? 0.25. Is that clear? So it is what? Simply half-life. The time required to consume half of its initial concentration. It is half-life. Half-life. All will be half-life. Half-life is independent on the initial concentration. Now here 16 to 4 molar. How many half-life it is? 2 T halves. How much time it is taken? 20 minutes. 2 T halves is equal to 20 minutes. So then 1 T half is equal to what happens? 1 T half is equal to 10 minutes. Is that clear? Very, very important, easy method. So 1 T half is equal to 10 minutes. Now what they are saying? They are saying that 2 molar to 0.25. This is 2 molar to 0.25. 2 to 1, 1 t half, 1 to 0.5, 2 t halves, 0.5 to 0.25, total 3 t halves. So what happens? 3 into t half, that is nothing but 3 into 10, that is 30 minutes. Is that clear? So easy. It is a simple way we can do like that. So no need of doing that formula substitution, a minus x, a, those all, nothing. So next is what? Question number 5. The t half of first order is what? 60 minutes. What percentage is left after 240 minutes? It is also very important. Half life of first order is 60 minutes, they are saying. What percentage they are saying? So initially I am taking as what? 100. 100 to 50, 1 t half. So that is what? T half is how much they given? T half is 60. 50 to 25, one more 60 minutes. 60 minutes. Here also 60. 25 to 12.5, 60 minutes. 12.5 to 6.25, one more 60 minutes. 6.25 to what? 3.125, it is one more 60 minutes, like that. So now here half-life is 60 minutes, they only given. What they are saying? After 240 minutes, they are saying 60, 60, 120 minutes, 120, 60, 180 minutes, 180 and 60, 180 and 60, 240 minutes. After 240 minutes, how much quantity, how much percentage is left over? 6.25. How much it is consumed? So leftover concentration is what? 6.25 after 240 minutes. After 240 minutes, how much quantity of reactant is reacted or consumed? So it will be consumed reactant or reacted will be how much? 100 minus 6.25, that is nothing but what? 93.75% is consumed in that reaction. Is that clear? Very easy one. Now particular reaction has rate constant, this one. Find out the ratio of T half to T 99.9%. Particular reaction they are saying. They are not saying order of the reaction. Then what we have to do? So I told you that while explaining rate constant. So what do you have to do? By seeing the rate constant units, you can decide the what order of the reaction. What is the rate constant here? Second inverse. So it is a first order. In case of first order, you have the what? T 99.9% is equal to, what is the relation? 10 t halves. That you substitute, because by seeing this rate constant units, it is a first order. In first order, what is the relation between T 99% to T half? That is 10 t halves. You substitute in that T half by T 99.9% is equal to T half by 10 t halves. That is T half get cancelled 1 by 10. That is the ratio. Is that clear? So it is complete first order reaction. You are going to, if you are perfect with this concept, whatever the problem they can give, so you are going to do the problems on first order, which is very, very important. I hope so. Everyone has got some information. If you really like it, you share it and like that, and also subscribe it. Don't forget. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.